Okay, hello. I'm Jonah. This is Angela.
Hi,
And today we're going to be talking about music.
music, or maybe also movies,
Oh,
pop
yeah, music
culture.
and movies.
Yeah.
So, I was in the car and she said nowadays movies are following, and music are following this trend where they just copy old templates.
Yeah, I
Is that
mean,
correct?
not necessarily, yeah, if you put it that way, but it's more like everyone's following a low risk route. So it's like they don't want to put all the money in it and then make like a super deep, artsy film or music.
Or not as much?
Yeah, well,
Because like
there,
A24 is still doing it.
yeah, that's true. But like if people like nowadays you just need the streaming rate or like the click rate.
Uh huh.
That's everything you need because that means profit. And if you don't get
Yeah, I
that,
feel that.
no matter how good your art is, it doesn't really matter.
It's like that for like online content too.
That's true. So I feel like everyone now is just trying to grab people's attention. Attention is the new money.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to do that, the easiest way to do it is just to make things that are like low risk. That's why we have all the action movies, all the sequels,
Mm.
prequels. Fast and Furious have 10 movies, and there are so many things like that. And then you can see on the box office top charts, it's all the films in the series. It's the Avatars, the Avengers, and then Harry Potter and just all Marvel movies are up there. Like you really need this kind of pattern out there for people to like. It's just easier for people to accept, I guess.
So tell me one thing, right?
Mm,
So I'm into The Weeknd. You're into Harry Styles.
yes.
Why do you like Harry Styles?
I mean, music style is one, but I would admit that fandom is a thing.
Venom?
Yeah, it's like a because before Harry Styles, it was One Direction fandom.
Mm-hmm. Because he was part
So
of.
yeah, so it's I mean, yeah, it's fandom does a lot in it, and which is like a community thing. And so even if I don't like Harry Styles' music that much, I would still like him as a person. But no, not saying that his music is not good. I absolutely love his new album.
But yeah, he does look good though. Yeah, I like The Weeknd
Why do you like it though?
just because his music. I mean, I heard
Mm.
he's a questionable person, but honestly, like as a man, I know that your reputation can be like really, really twisted by other people,
Mhm.
and like sometimes you meet these so-called villains, and they're actually like great people.
Mm.
I don't know. Some people I know think I'm a villain. No, I'm not. You think it's funny, but
Mm.
you know, um,
Can I ask a question?
go ahead, shoot.
There's a very good question I encountered in my high school time. It's like when you're looking at an artwork,
Hmm.
literature, music, whatever,
Yeah,
movies,
like that one.
yeah. Do you think you should consider the artist as a
Right,
person?
right.
Like if they're like morally kind of questionable, is it still good to like his work?
That's like a logical fallacy.
Mm,
Like I learned in a philosophy class, there's the
mm-hmm,
same thing. Like, should we like Friedrich Nietzsche? I don't know how to pronounce his name.
yeah,
Nietzsche, and
yeah,
what's his Kafka, and
yeah,
all those philosophers. Um, should you take the writing separate from their own lives? Because their
yeah,
own lives shaped like the art.
yeah.
It shaped the art.
I honestly don't know. I had this debate with, not a debate, like more of a discussion with my friends so many times, and we cannot come up with a conclusion because
Hmm.
she likes a lot of literature, and like a lot of the canon writers, they're all like white old men,
Yeah,
and
that's
they're
true.
very questionable. Hemingway's
That is
questionable,
true.
and what is that guy's name again? But like, there's so many
Like the one,
questionable.
oh yeah,
There is the one that wrote
The Great Gatsby.
Lolita.
I don't actually know that. Sorry.
That one is like he basically wrote about like a twisted love of like this middle-aged man towards this young girl, like a underage
I mean,
girl.
literature is literature. That's the other argument. It's like music lyrics, right?
Yeah,
Like when people commit crimes and they talk about them.
that's another issue. But I feel like even if yeah, I don't know. I just feel like if that artwork is like really really good as an artwork itself,
Uh huh.
but like it's morally kind of questionable, should you like is it right to like it or not?
I mean, I think there's no right or wrong, right? You like what you
Mm,
like. You can't help it. Society
that's
says
true.
it's right or wrong.
That's true. I
Like
mean, right or wrong is
relative.
defined by the society. It is like socially constructed.
And decided by you too.
That's true, but like sometimes I feel like it will be bugging you, like if you feel like I really like this music, but then this artist did something.
Okay, so we both study cog sci, right?
Or no, I'm psychology.
Okay.
Similar.
But we know that since the baby is born,
Mhm.
that's like when like the most formative years happen to their brain,
Yeah.
right? But when a baby is young, he or she is not scared of anything except for loud noises
Mhm.
and heights.
Yeah. That's interesting. I always think about how many things in our lives are socially constructed.
Yeah.
That's a very
Everything else is conditioned.
yeah, that's very interesting. I just learned about this in my communication class also. It's about how like why people follow some sort of norms or like social kind of, you know, regulations out there.
Uh-huh.
There's this like concept of generalized utters. Have you
What?
heard of it? Generalized utters.
What's that?
It's basically that you have this kind of voice in your head that's
Okay.
like, if I do this, people might think about me in this way.
Yeah, I do that. Like I'm doing that right now. Also, why is that powering down? That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Let's keep it rolling.
Interesting. So basically, like, if I like go out and wear like a super weird dress,
Uh-huh.
and I might not do it because I'll hesitate because if I wear this, will people think that I'm crazy or like if
Right.
it's too fancy for this for
Right.
this situation or stuff like that. And this happens all the time, and this is the exact reason why we do something and don't do the others. This is how social norms work.
It is.
Say like people
It
say boys
is.
shouldn't wear pink. And then
Yeah.
you might consider if I wear this pink suit out today, will people think that I'm girly or stuff like that? And this is some kind of sometimes you choose not to do that, right? This is how society basically imposes the gender norms, all kind of norms on people.
You could have your own podcast.
I mean, maybe I will do it.
But yeah, thank you for sharing that insight. That's very true. Like I think what you're confident of and not confident of is almost entirely society based.
I would say it is like totally society based because what you think is good or not, right or wrong,
Totally.
like it's your parents taught you that, your teachers taught you that, the world around you taught you that. They're all part of society. So it's just like
yeah, I mean, when you're born, you don't even know who you are yet.
Yeah, so I would say society taught us everything, like
Yeah,
except for the human instincts of if I'm on a like heights and like
yeah. Yeah, and also like when you're young and sometimes there's like you have instincts that no one teaches you about.
I would say those are just like in a category of human instincts, and then all the others are in a category of socially constructed. And then that just means things are relative, like right or wrong is relative, good or bad is relative. It's interesting to think about it. I feel like because like back to the question we were talking about like if we consider the artist, is it right or wrong to like the artwork? It's very debatable.
I mean, let's say the person who built this house that we're in was a really bad person. Are we still not going to appreciate the fact that he or she helped cover our heads?
Yeah, that's a thing. And also there is an example I constantly use. So Hitchcock, you know, the
Alfred
director,
Hitchcock.
he created so many good artworks, so many good things, and he's like just like a very important person in movie history. But then in shooting processes, he's like he's just like treats the especially actresses very bad.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and there was a movie, I forgot which one, but like it's about the birds.
Oh yeah, the birds.
Yeah, the birds. And
the birds are so scary.
And then the lead girl in that movie, she's like actually scared when she's shooting.
Yeah, I heard. I mean,
yeah,
that is an. Oh yeah, I mean that is an acting problem. Like if you want to get
And
into
then,
that, like,
I mean, we don't even need to get into that, but like, just say Hitchcock's films. He has so many good films, and
mhm,
then like many art, like value in art and everything. But then he is a very questionable person, and what he like the way he films stuff is also questionable. Like,
uh-huh.
should we still appreciate his films?
I feel like that's like a just like the question that I was talking about earlier. We can actually just combine these two
Mm,
podcasts in one, where it's like, should we follow the feelings or
yeah.
the facts? Because it's like the feelings is like, I mean, you could be feeling. I mean, I'm feeling comfortable in this house right now. Right, I'm feeling safe.
Yeah.
But the fact is, let's say the fact is the person who built this house was a terrible person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and in that case where you're talking about the acting,
Mm-hmm.
like the feeling is you're not feeling good, but the fact is you want to be a good actress, a quote
Mm-hmm.
quote good actress, and good is defined by society.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about like feeling and facts, I am like trying to think about this question more in a way of like factually, this movie is good.
Uh huh.
The all the horrors are real and everything.
Uh huh.
And then feeling wise, I know this actress suffered
Uh huh.
when she was filming, and also Hitchcock did like all those horrible things to the actresses. And then with this kind of feeling of kind of, you know, disgust and all those feelings, they're kind of contradicting with the fact that this film is good. It's
Mm-hmm.
like if I lean into the facts, my feeling will lean into it like as well. Like
Yeah.
I'll just start to appreciate it and kind of forget about how like questionable it is, right?
Right.
But if I lean into my feelings and just feel like this is like totally not okay to do, and then there's the fact like the logic part of myself will also lean in and feel like okay, maybe this movie is not that good, or like it's not, it doesn't really matter anymore if it's good or not.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like this is why it becomes debatable, because some people out there they'll lean into the emotion, some people will just lean into the logic side.
I think that was a great answer.
But I was thinking about your question earlier, like should we like follow our feelings or logic thoughts? What do you think about
um,
that?
I was also just zoned out because I was like thinking. There's a lot of thoughts in my head.
Mm.
Um, I was thinking about like how this podcast would turn out and look, because if you kind of think about it, right now we're actors and actresses,
Yeah.
and we're in front of a camera,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, it must take a lot of practice for actors to not be like self-conscious when they're filming,
Well,
because like what you said earlier, like
mm-hmm.
um you said like we have the voices in our heads,
Mm-hmm.
but we also have like society's expectations and
Mm-hmm.
pressures,
Yeah.
and it's like, which one do you follow? And then sometimes you don't want to listen to either.
Yeah. I feel like also talked about in my communication class. That class is great. I mean, that
What's it
class,
called? Which
communication 10.
content?
Yeah,
Okay,
content. You didn't learn about all those in the class?
huh? No, I just didn't like the class.
It's good. I mean, we probably had different professors, but
Probably.
anyway, because I like what they talked about. You know.
Go ahead. Tell me about
Yeah,
it.
that one. Like, there is this reading and talks about how people are just performing in society. Because
Uh-huh.
you ever had the feeling that you are kind of different when you're in front of your parents and in front of your friends?
But
and
I
in front
kind
of
of
the
enjoy
teacher?
that though. Like,
Yeah, no one's. It's not a critique about it. It's just like
uh-huh.
a recognition that people do that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so it's like people have different, like when the circumstance is different, they perform differently. They put on different spaces,
Right.
and this is just how the society works.
Uh-huh.
It's just everyone is constantly performing, and someone argues that in a backstage, like when you're completely alone with yourself or like completely comfortable with someone, you'll actually be yourself. But like some people also argue that you never get to actually be yourself.
There's no such thing as
Yeah, because
there's no such thing.
There's no such thing. Yeah, because like gender is also performance.
Yeah.
Because the society
Like
says
different cultures.
girls should be like this, so we
Yeah.
constantly perform in a way
Yeah,
that's
like wearing pink.
wearing pink, and
Yeah.
also they say girls shouldn't like their girls should sit in like a girl lady way, but like
Yeah, sit
I tend to
still,
not do that. I
look
choose to not
pretty.
do that. But like
That's good. Yeah.
yeah, well like I choose to not follow that performance role. But then there's so many other rules I'll just follow
Oh,
unconsciously. Um
yeah.
but yeah, so I feel like this is a very good argument. We never stop performing.
I mean, that's a very good quote. Never stop performing.
There's no.
So,
Some people say there's no backstage, so you're
well,
always performing.
well, what if you're by yourself? Are you still performing?
I will feel. I feel like if you're actually. I feel like this perform is not even about how you act anymore. It's more like the way you think and just your whole mindset. So when you're all by yourself, if you're still under, like, say, some people might not be so insightful, or like they might not
Uh
think about all the gender norms and like all the things society imposes on us. So when they're by themselves, they might still have the, not like have the feeling, they just do it. Like maybe girls just, they just like their whole room is pink. Maybe they don't even like pink that much, but they just do it that way. They're so used to it. And
Oh,
then
but it's
that
for themselves still?
well, it might not be for themselves. Maybe it's just like painted as pink because she's a girl and she never decided anything in it. And she doesn't really have a feeling in it. She doesn't constantly, consciously think about it.
But who is she when she's by herself?
That's a good question. Like, who are you?
No, because hey, don't ask me that question. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, this is the ultimate question.
You know, this is a side point, but you know what this situation reminds me? You read Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Yeah, this reminds me of Katniss and
Mm-hmm.
Peeta right now. I feel like
Why?
we're Katniss and Peeta right now. No, because we're like we're performing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
We're
that's true.
yeah, but it's a good performance, you know.
It's socially constructed.
So I mean, but everything is
Yeah.
by your theories. Okay, so tell me more about yeah. Let's say when someone is by themselves,
Mm-hmm.
who because I've experienced it my way. It's like when I've been by myself. I mean, actually, the first time I was really by myself. Like I was like, who the heck am I?
Mm-hmm.
And I literally don't know how to act anymore because how I act depends, like you said, on those around me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
like people are mirrors, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're a mirror,
Mm-hmm.
and we're all like mirrors reflecting each other. But some people have more content than others,
Mm-hmm.
so it helps you initiate like an argument or a statement or something like playing, having fun.
Mm-hmm.
But other people like they're just really good at reflecting who you like yourself back to you. And it's like I've been in that situation, I'm like clueless. I'm like, what am I
Mm-hmm.
supposed to do? I have
Mm-hmm.
no idea what I'm supposed to do in this situation.
I feel like at least what I think is that yeah, I will I don't know. I feel like if someone can be by themselves and have full knowledge of who they are, what they're gonna do without all the people out there, I would say that's a very successful person. Like by himself.
Successful? How so?
Because he knows what he wants by himself. It's like because for me, at
So you
least
think
for
that's good?
yeah, at least for now, I feel like everything I need to do and to a certain extent what I want to do is sort of shaped by people around me. Like I need to do
Right.
this because well, I need a good grade because well, obviously I want to find a good job later and stuff like that. Those are well, we don't even need to say about it. It's like socially constructed. And but also I feel like what I like and I don't know. I feel like, at least for me, if you take everyone away from me,
Mm-hmm.
it'll it'll be pretty hard for me to say who I like and who am I. Just as like the
Yeah,
biggest
yeah, because
question.
like people are dynamic, right? I feel like so what you're saying is you haven't found your purpose.
Not necessarily purpose, but more in a sense I feel like a long term goal. I sort of have it out there.
You do or you don't?
sort of haven't, I guess.
Yeah, that's okay.
But short term wise, I feel like a lot of times I choose to do this is, yeah, it's just like my criteria to do something or not do something. It's like very heavily depending on other people.
I mean, I honestly, for the past 2 or 3 years, I've been taking some time to myself to
Mm-hmm.
like really, really figure out what exactly I want out of life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's it's so hard to put that it's hard to put out in words,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm starting to find out. And because it just got to a point where like I was with people that I liked,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't even want to be around them anymore because I wanted to figure out what I want.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's
So
a
there was the
very
type of loneliness there.
well. I feel like I might be complete opposite of you. I just I wish I'm around people all the time. I wish I could just be with people the whole time because I feel like I don't know. I feel like my whole purpose is just to be with people that makes me happy and well, let's put it that way. When I'm with people and I make them happy, that makes me happy and that's like my whole purpose. And like all I want to do is that.
Hard.
So I just want to be with people all the time. And I just avoid being by myself and I don't know, maybe I'm
Actually,
just yeah.
so that's why you're okay with living with roommates.
That's why I chose to live with
That's why I
roommates.
chose. Yeah, I can't do that because
Yeah, no, because I cannot stand the fact that I said I cannot stand being in a room alone for like hours.
that's actually it's torture, but it's also paradise.
How so?
Because it's paradise in that I can do whatever I want. I don't have to perform anymore.
Hmm.
Because performing, I can perform pretty well, but it gets tiring.
Hmm.
You know, like it's exciting, but I feel like after a while, I need my own space.
I feel like maybe for me,
But I'm both, you know.
I
Like
feel like maybe for me, I just enjoy performing and I don't get tired. That could be like I don't know. Maybe when I perform, I get an outcome. I get like people's reactions,
no, yeah, for
and I live
sure.
on that.
I like performing too, but also I feel like there are some places where you're required to be genuine.
Mhm.
Because performing means you have to know the. Let's talk about. Let's say we're playing a game. Okay, performing requires that, or maybe it doesn't. But performing requires. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
I feel like I tend to feel like people think that perform means you are trying to be something you're not, that you are not genuine.
Uh huh.
But I always feel like perform is just to select the sides you choose to show to this certain
I was
audience.
just thinking like performing requires you to actually have a lot of knowledge on that subject. Because think about actors and acting.
Mhm.
If you want to be a good actor, you have to know what you're acting as really well. Like if you want to act
Mhm.
as a basketball player, but I was just thinking like I really could have just performed. My goodness, because when I play street ball, which is like I typically play better
Mhm.
because I was just thinking like when I played basketball in high school, I could have just performed instead of trying to actually play.
What do you mean?
Like yeah, because when I played, it felt like well, because I actually I don't know. There's a part of me where like you can perform,
Mhm.
you can like act like you're some type of guy, which probably would have worked better. Or
Mhm.
I could have played like what I thought I was,
Mhm.
which I thought was authentic, but it didn't work out so well. I mean, maybe not because sorry, go ahead, you can talk. I'm just thinking about like playing basketball in school because I was on the school team
Mhm.
um
I was
in middle school and
I
high
also
school.
just had some realization. I feel like some people, they say they're good with people.
Yeah.
Like they're like good at talking to people, good at making friends.
Uh-huh.
In a way, those people are just good at performing. Not in the sense that they're tricking others.
Uh-huh.
Because as you said, performance needs knowledge. Say, well, I'm definitely different when I'm with you than when I'm with, say, Steph. Like we're other friends.
Uh-huh.
Because you guys, we are connected through different things. For us, we might be connected through like say this podcast or like other stuff. But like with me with Steph, like maybe we both like Harry Styles and we both like a lot of other things. And then that's why the relationship is different. So the way I'm in front of you and the way I'm in front of her is different. Then for me to perform well as like a podcast guest, I need to have knowledge to what I'm gonna say and how I'm gonna say it and everything. But when I'm with her, if I want to play the role of a good friend, I need to know a lot about a fandom, about, well, say, what do we do when we have time, like, what should we do when we hang out and stuff like that. So if you can actually have the knowledge to, like, be a good performance for all those kind of circumstances, I mean,
Right.
in a
If you can
way,
perform every single circumstance, then
you are just good with all the people out there.
you'll be successful as heck.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
does it mean that I am not genuine when I'm with you? No. So I would just say
Yeah.
performance is more of how you choose to present yourself. And it doesn't necessarily require you to be someone you're not. I can have multiple sides out there. I can be professional, I can be playful, I can be, well, crazy, well, I can be all those stuff out there. But when I choose to sit here with you on the podcast, I choose more of a, well, academic or like
Do you think
professional.
you're choosing that though, or like it's subconscious? Because for me, it's completely subconscious.
It is subconscious. It's, if you're like a, I guess that makes someone genuine, someone more performative.
Right.
Because for me, it's also genuine. I just know how to, not like I know how to do it. It's just like, it's just automatically does it. Like I don't think about, oh, I should be professional today when I'm here, and I should be relaxed when I'm with Steph. It's just automatically happens. So I guess that sort of made me a genuine person, I guess. But like I know for people, some people out there, or say if you have a job interview or like those kind of, more formal circumstances where you get nervous, and then you might put up like actually like consciously put up a very professional front of yourself, and at that time that may be a bit performative, but like that's for special occasions. And I feel like if you're just with your friends and all those kind of different sides of you come out automatically, I would say you're just genuine. And that's just how society and relationships
Yeah,
work.
because you said the people who say they're good with people.
Mhm.
I think I'm good with people. I mean, personally, you can disagree. But
I think you're good with people.
thank you. But that's because it's completely subconscious. Like some people choose to perform a certain way when they're around a certain group of people. For me, it's completely like I just show up and I just kind of act however I feel.
Yeah, that's
Is
same
that
for
genuine?
me. And I just feel like this is a sign that, thank you. This is a sign that you are good at performing.
Really? So you think that's performing? Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just curious.
Depends on how you define the word performing.
Right.
I would say,
how would you define it?
Because as we said, life is like you're constantly performing. Because do you think you act differently when you're with different people?
Oh, for sure. I mean, actually act differently, I don't know, but I know I think differently.
If you think differently, you would probably act differently.
You probably act differently, but it's totally unconscious to me. Like it's subconscious.
Yeah, but then I think, at least in that reading, the definition of performance is just when you're different in different situations.
Oh, like performance?
Yeah.
In Com 10?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You should send me that.
Oh, I will send you the whole document.
Yeah, send me the whole document.
No, I literally had it in my backpack earlier. It's a whole 40-page document.
Can I try on your scrunchie? This is really. It's clean, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My hair is clean too.
Okay.
I just.
I don't think it will stay though.
Okay, you can keep talking. I just want to do this.
I kind of forgot. Oh no, that author is called Goffman. I remember because I just had a final. It's not gonna stay.
It's not gonna stay. It's too big.
Yeah, this one's too big.
Thanks though.
But yeah, he talked about performance and people had different fronts. And I think if I understood it in the right way, he's not talking about performance as a conscious act.
Hmm.
He's more of saying like people change in different situations. So it doesn't. So when you're good at performing, it doesn't mean that you're not genuine.
Wow. So wow.
That's a very interesting way to think about it.
Wow.
And I also like how later on our course is connected to gender, because I've never thought of gender. I know it's one layer of identity, but I never thought of it as a front that you put on, which is actually it makes sense if you think about it. Everything in a society that requires you to be in a certain way requires you to perform.
Were you a good student in high school?
Yes.
I've
I've always been a good student.
Are you still a good student?
Yes.
Okay, good for you. No, I can tell you're very smart. You're very enlightened.
Thank you. No, I just genuinely like enjoy what I'm learning.
Yeah, that's.
You said you didn't like content, but I like content.
Yeah, I don't like content.
What happened to content for you?
I think it's too basic for me.
Wow, all of those that I've been talking about.
But
are
that's
all from
because you have a
content.
good mind, and you like it takes like your mind is like a filter, you know. Like the raw content from the lectures, it might not be suitable for different minds process different things.
I feel like also it just fits the way I think about things, because when I talk about like say performance or representation and just all those things, like it might not do anything to other people, because I actually thought about those questions before, because I have the feeling of I feel others might think about me in this way. And then when he talks about this is generalized others, I was like, oh, I can finally put a name to it now. Like I feel like before the class, I've already had like thoughts on those questions before, and now the discourse is kind of like answering a lot of questions, and like also just like opening up a lot of new topics for me to look at, which is very interesting.
What's like the one biggest takeaway you've learned from that class?
Wow.
Or two.
So, well, a quick recap of that class. So basically, we started from how individuals present themselves to how they communicate with each other, and then it evolves like the communication process eventually leads to mass media, and then we talk about mass media and how like it controls the society and people have different opinions over it, and how it relates to politics, and then eventually the new media, which is internet, and how that changes the whole world. And I feel like at least one of the biggest theme behind all of those is power.
Yeah.
Who holds power?
Yeah. Communication is totally power.
Yeah. Because I've never thought about this before, but say when start from individual level, when you're just yourself and what we just talked about, all the performances and all the social norms, those are all power. Like other people, the society has power over you, so that you choose to do something and not do something. Like the thing you choose to wear, the thing you choose to do is not your free will anymore.
But also psychology says, like Freud says, your id also has power over you too.
Freud is debatable.
Huh? Freud?
Sigmund Freud. He's
Sigmund Freud. Wait, I'm not making fun of you. But you know how like Sigma is
No, Sigmund.
I know, but it just sounded like Sigma. Sorry. Sigma Freud.
No, but like he's very
my god, Sigma Freud.
I mean, that's power. And then later on, mass media, who controls the content of media, and media, well, this is debatable, like scholars are debating it, but like I still believe that mass media more or less controls the way people think, what they think, how they think, basically.
Uh-huh.
And so if you're controlled by all those, who's controlling them then becomes who controls all of those becomes the one who holds the power. And then obviously we are sort of powerless down there. And then politics, well, obviously they say there's a public sphere out there. They say there's a public opinion out there, but is there really a public opinion?
Well, there's definitely a public opinion, but are you saying does it matter?
Is it like, is the public opinion really the opinion from all the people in the public? Or is it just the opinion of a small selected group of public?
Well, I think there exists both, right? Like when
No, I
given
mean put it in a more political sense. Like,
no, obviously the news media controls the
mhm,
public opinion, but also like when you go out into the public, I mean honestly, nowadays public opinion is very, very divided,
mhm,
right? I feel like the one thing we can agree on is just what's in front of our faces,
mhm.
but not how it's used and other stuff like that.
I mean, that's a whole new question out there, like about public sphere and public opinion. Um, I don't know. I feel like I am leaning towards like there's no real like actual public opinion that includes everyone's.
Hmm.
Like the voices that got heard
Hmm.
are limited. It's just that small selected elite group that got heard most of the times, especially if it comes to politics. In the current society, like we said earlier, the attention is everything that matters. So if you want to draw people's attention, you turn yourself into like a celebrity kind of person. And then your voice got heard. And then whatever you do, whatever you say got heard. So that's why politicians try to turn themselves into celebrities. And
Hmm.
Donald Trump.
And also
Also, celebrities,
try to turn themselves into politicians.
if they have the will, they can easily turn themselves into a very influential politics. That's why a lot of celebrities, if they have the kind of feeling of responsibility, I guess, a lot of, they will wear pins that say "Ice Out" and stuff when they go to
Yeah,
red carpets because they have a lot of influence on people
influence.
and they
Yeah.
know it. This is just how society works right now, and that's also power. Like whose voice got heard, and also the internet. There is a promise that internet's gonna empower every individual and make every individual on like a level space, level kind of starting point. But then later on, what happened is that the powerful got more empowered,
Mm.
and then you can even see like the search engines, they're all biased,
Mm-hmm.
and then biased towards who? Well, definitely it's beneficial to the powerful ones, the ones that are controlling the like that are sponsoring the search engine or like sponsorings or like just like eventually the ones who's not heard will be like further marginalized, and that's also power.
Right.
So I feel like yeah, this whole class, one of the biggest themes that runs through all of the readings is sort of power.
Have you read Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power?
No.
It's a good book. You should try reading it.
Okay.
Yeah, it taught me a lot about like different tactics of power, like what people use.
Mhm.
Did you honestly, I'm getting a lot of new information. It's a good thing,
Mhm.
but uh I'm also kind of overwhelmed. This is like the first time in a long time I've been overwhelmed by info. Typically,
Wow.
yeah. I mean, that's not a bad thing, but I'm just taking some time to process this.
That's how I feel when I'm in the lecture for content. Every time I'm like,
Really?
wow, wait a second. Like,
I
that's a
mean,
lot of stuff. But also, I just like told you everything I learned from the past 10 weeks. Well, that should be overwhelming.
I mean, I could tell you all the stuff. Oh, should I try to tell you all the stuff I know?
I didn't tell you all the stuff I know. We're just on the topic.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. No, I mean that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. By any chance, do you, when you speak to like, or you just go about in your day, do you have like an internal voice?
Yeah. I thought everyone has internal voice.
But does it tell you like right or wrong?
I think for me, it's more like you should do this.
Does it ever tell you like don't do this, don't do that? If you do this, this will happen.
At times.
Do you listen to it?
Well, I feel like when the voice come out and say do not do this, it's usually not my own voice. It's more of like, well, earlier it should be my parents' voice, and
Oh,
then later on become, well, just other people's voice when it's like don't do this.
mm-hmm.
But you know what? Not all the time. Sometimes it's also my voice. Like, say after like my work or just like after a long time of like locking in and stuff, I just really wanted to sit there and doom scroll, and then sometimes my mind would just like say, "Don't even open the app."
Yeah,
Like,
that
you need to
makes
do
a lot of
something
sense.
other else, like
Like
something else to relax. And
who
then like
where does those voices come from, right?
I feel like
Is that
it's, at least for me. I mean, who said you cannot doom scroll?
I know. I doom scroll all the time.
Yeah, and then I feel like that's like I want myself to be productive
Mm.
and yeah, just be productive. And doom scroll is not in the list. And
Mm.
then why do I have to be productive then? Is a question. Like, who says that I need to be productive? And that just comes down to the society, basically, I would say.
Do
Or
you ever
more
get
of,
confused like when you're performing around people? Like, do you get confused as to what you believe in? Because are you like a flexible performer or a more stubborn performer?
what do you
Because
mean, like, what do you
when I subconsciously talk to people, I will adapt to their beliefs.
mm, like,
Like they would just literally like people would just rub off on me like
mm,
intentionally
I
or
feel like for me, I don't know if it's what you're talking about, but like, for me, I have the sometimes conscious, sometimes subconscious tendency to like just fit in them, like
huh?
to just fit in, to blend in
Oh,
with them,
yeah.
because you try to, and at least for me, when I adopt their belief and like do what they do, is trying to blend in.
Yeah. I mean, I might not try to blend in,
Mhm.
but the moment I say hi
Mhm.
and start interacting like this, like your beliefs are rubbing on onto me in a both in a no, there's no such thing as positive or negative. It just is, right? I
So
mean,
you mean like, what do you mean by that? That's like rubbing off on you, the belief.
just like I don't know, maybe that's why I should interact with more people. But um like I tend to start to become like those people I interact with. Like I say hey
mm.
and you know,
So basically, is it like it's easy for you to feel like, oh, what he said is right? Is it like that?
no, it's just like behaviors. Like they don't even
Mm,
have to say anything, but it's like I don't know, it's like telepathy.
mm. But do you think like subconsciously it's still like you want to fit in? Like people tend to do what society, like other people are doing.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
That's a thing psychologists learn about. Like
Yeah.
people have the subconscious need to fit in because when you're singled out, that means danger or
It
like
does mean danger.
that's just, I feel like that's one of the natural instincts people have. Like it's in animals. Like if you're singled out, you're dangerous now. And so that's what, I don't know, maybe that's why people start to fit in. And but I do that consciously at times. Maybe subconsciously I'll do that as well. But like sometimes I feel that I'm different here. And like I feel that, I don't know, maybe because I come from a different culture or like
Mm.
stuff like that. And but like, and also I just really want to be accepted by everyone, so that I do have the conscious thought of like, oh, they're doing this, so I'm gonna do this as
Mhm.
well, and then I'll just be part of them.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if
Totally.
this is what you're talking about.
Okay, I think we're out of time. So thanks for being on this podcast,
Thanks for inviting me.
and I hope to see you again pretty soon.
Okay, we will.